Thank you, Brendan, and welcome out to Dozer Park. We thank you all for spending your holiday 4th of July with us, and I'm joined down in front of our dugout by Joe Kruzel, and welcome back home. Looking forward to a big crowd tonight and a nice series against Quad Cities. Nice to be home on a holiday, isn't it?
Well, it's always good to be home, but especially on a holiday, especially this holiday, which, you know, 4th of July with family and baseball just kind of brings it all together, and then everybody will be able to watch that extravagant fireworks afterwards.
Always looking forward to that. I know you enjoyed it here last year. It's nice to be home on the 4th of July back-to-back years, which has been kind of rare for us, but now 4 years in a row we've been home on the 4th, so a nice tradition going, and we got these pretty cool hats going that you're wearing tonight and all the guys are wearing, and fans can go buy those up in the team store. They can be hat just like you guys.
Yeah, if I were you guys, I'd work your way over to that team store and get one of these cool.
You did it for me, so you're a pro. I like it.
I thank you.
Well, we also, you don't have the jersey on yet, but the camo military jerseys, we wore those back in May. You're a guy that remembers things like this. When we wore those in May, were they good luck jerseys? Did we win?
Yeah, they were good luck.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely were good luck.
I know you
hopefully we
those.
can keep those jerseys going with another W tonight.
I know you're superstitious. I know you remember those kinds of things. So we got those camo military jerseys on, and tonight's the second, and last night we'll wear them here on the 4th of July. So the table is up by the statue. You can go bid on those and help us raise some money. Those jerseys, bid on all of them, and make sure Joe's goes for the most.
If I were you, I'd bid on number 13. That's the jersey you want to get after tonight's game, definitely.
13. I heard we might have a different jersey in there, a cool jersey tonight. We actually have a St. Louis Cardinals pitcher, Tim Cooney, who's here with us, just getting his before he heads up to Chicago and gets things going or heads back, but he's on the roster. He's down there, and what do we give him? 43? Is that the jersey you gave him?
That's correct. 43 is Tim Cooney's jersey for tonight, and then it'll be auctioned off afterwards also. So that would be, for all you Cardinal fans out there, that would be a good jersey to get also. It's second place to number 13 tonight.
Get that 13 first, then 43. I know we talked about this when John Jay was here rehabbing with us last month, but you guys get another opportunity now with Tim down here and being around the guys and getting his and getting his work in. What can the guys on your roster take away from watching him and just kind of being around him for today and tomorrow and watching how he works and goes about his business?
Well, hopefully the guys would pay attention to what he does. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You just and watch how about his business, how he prepares himself for his side, how he works in the weight room, how he does his workout here when he's playing catch. There's always a purpose behind it, not going through the motion. And then hopefully they can talk a little bit about pitching and setting up hitters and pitching and take as much information as they can steal from him as possible.
We get these kind of quick series back and forth here to start the second half. We were home for 4, we were gone for 5, now we're home for 4 and back for 5 again. Is that something that kind of disrupts the routine for you guys, or do you like it better when it's a short series and you just focus on one team and one game at a time and then move on, or does it matter?
I don't really think it matters. I mean, it's you just scheduled to play every night. Doesn't matter where or when or how. This is something new. This might be the first time I've ever experienced this, where 2 games at Quad Cities, then 2 games home against Quad Cities. And then we got Burlington coming in for 2, and then we go there for 2. I know we've played some 4-game series with these guys before, maybe even some 5 games, but this is kind of a unique setting where it's 2. It goes, but right now it really doesn't bother me.
Something a little different around the holiday. They got to be home on the 3rd. Actually, everybody in the league did it. So I guess the way they set it up, you're either home on the 3rd or you're home on the 4th. And we drew the second part of it with the game on the 4th. And you got a couple of guys back today from injury. Dewin Perez, who's going to be on the hill, left-hander starting tonight. Kevin Alexander. Ironically, they both got hurt on the exact same night back in May and went down. And they rehabbed back up, and kind of a couple fresh arms for you to get out there on the hill. And Dewin's going to start tonight.
Well, you're always looking for fresh arms.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, especially this time of year. And I think the most important is it's good to have these guys back, get them back out there on the mound, and then see how they can help the ball club win.
It's always broken down in baseball. It's a statistic-driven game, and you break it down by month. We just saw one of the best months in Peoria history hitting-wise, and I know we talked about it in Clinton to finish up the month, but our second baseman, Darren Seferian, hit 410 in the month of June. No matter when you hit 400, if it's for 3 games, a series, whatever, it's impressive. To do it for a month, can you put into perspective the month that Darren had, extra base hits, leading off for you guys, and most importantly, batting 410?
Well, I think the most important thing is hard to describe. I mean, it's not easy to do no matter what level you're at to hit 400 for an entire month. I mean, he had over 80 at-bats, and he was just really, really consistent. It's kind of an amazing stat. It's also unbelievable because it doesn't happen very often. So you just have to tip your hat to Darren. He's really worked on some things with Joe Bell. They've kind of clicked. And he's carried it over into the month of July. So he's really on a really, really good streak right now. And we hope he can carry that through this month also.
You mentioned something doesn't happen very often. We went and looked it up. Last time it happened in Chiefs history was 2005. 10 years ago, Eric Patterson had that month in April. He did it in about 5 less games than Darren did, but still over 60 at-bats. So to do something once every 10 years, that tells you how special it is.
Yeah, I think some of our players weren't born in 2005, were they? I mean, as young as we are.
Feels that way for us, doesn't it?
Sure does. On certain nights it does. But I think the most important part of today, though, is that we remember what this day is all about. And I think that's the part that we have to be very, very appreciative of all the people that have served our country and gave us this right and this ability and this freedom to be able to play this game, and that's who we really, really need to tip our hats to tonight.
And we've got the hats that you've got going on to honor that. So do the jerseys we're wearing tonight, honoring our military with the camos. We'll have our hero of the day coming up in the 4th inning, as we always do on the weekends. We'll have another special presentation post-game. Scion and A5.com have done a fantastic job tonight presenting this entire salute to the USA and 4th of July. So we'll have that going on post-game as well. The color guards in the dugout ready to go. And
that's a beautiful thing. That is when they come out on the field. It gives you kind of chills.
And then all we got to do left is play some baseball and win a game, right?
We will do that at 6 o'clock. But once again, just very, very appreciative to the military for all they do for us and the freedom they give into us.
All right, Joe, thanks for joining us, and good luck out there tonight. I will steal your microphone. Thanks. Joe Kruzel, Chiefs manager, as we get ready for our game this evening as the Chiefs ready to take on Quad Cities, game 3 of this 4-game series. Tomorrow we're here at 2 o'clock, and we just talked about Darren Seferian, our second baseman. Tomorrow, the first 1,000 fans through the gates get a poster of Darren Seferian that's presented by the Journal-Star and CityLink, and that's a 1 o'clock gates open for the first 1,000 fans. Chiefs will sign autographs down here on the field at 1:15 tomorrow. We will have our regular Sunday special as well, PNC, kids eat free, kids 12 and under get a free hot dog, a soda, and a bag of chips with a $5 ticket. And we've also got the play catch on the field at 1 o'clock when gates open as well, and then the player autographs down here on the field. Tomorrow is also our Irish Day here at the ballpark. We've got a youth group marching band from Clonmel in Ireland. They will perform post-game for about 45 minutes to an hour after the game tomorrow. They're coming all the way over from Ireland, and they're going to be here to perform on our Irish Day. The Clonmel marching band will be out here following the contest tomorrow to give a post-game concert. We're home on Monday and Tuesday, and to keep this weekend celebration going throughout the 4th of July, tickets for Monday and Tuesday's game are just $4, both in the lawn and in the seating bowl. So make sure you check that out and get your tickets for Monday and Tuesday's games against Burlington. Those are both 7 o'clock starts, and tickets in the seating bowl and on the lawn for Monday and Tuesday, just $4 to keep the 4th of July celebration going throughout the night. We've got a lot going on here tonight. We got the Lexus shootout coming up post-game. We've also got the pitch in for charity, so go buy tennis balls over by the statue, $1 each, or 6 for $5. We'll have the pitch in for charity tennis ball toss following the game. Then the Lexus shootout. Mentioned already, we've got the Hero of the Year celebration with Scion and A5.com. We've got our Rough String Auto Group Hero of the Day. And then, of course, we've got the downtown Red, White, and Boom fireworks coming up about 9:20, right in that range as well. And you'll get a great view of those from the ballpark. So sit back, relax, have a lot of fun, cheer the Chiefs on, bid on these jerseys, go buy some hats as well. Make sure you bid on Austin Gomber's jersey as well, as get the All-Stars jerseys, get all of those up there tonight, buy the hats, and we appreciate you spending your holiday and your 4th of July with us here at Dozer Park.